never die.
Thanks, Mom. Same. Dan is the worst. We're just referencing that video. We're just talking about how the cold sucks.
Y'all don't know the cold.
You know,
I got. Mom is letting me borrow her silk pajamas that I'm gonna wear underneath my clothes tomorrow because I'm working from 10:30 to 7, and it's gonna be a high of 55 degrees. So I'm gonna wear those, and then I have these pants that are like kind of like plastic, so they kind of keep you warm inside. So
are you saying
did you say a high of 55?
Yeah.
That's not cold.
That's cold. I live in Florida my whole life.
I just put a video in the Pandor group, okay? That's cold.
Look, there's a little thing here in Florida called humidity. And it makes things either really hot or really cold when that wind whips around.
It's not terrible here. I say that considering, like, I have jackets and shit if I want to go outside. But we have a real feel of 26.
I live in Florida. It's cold. Look, it's cold now.
You should come visit.
Yes, come visit us in the great wide north.
No, thanks.
Now my grandparents.
Let's see.
Winter is coming.
It's currently 48 degrees right now, and it feels like 43.
That's shorts weather up here.
That's pretty.
If you're crazy. If you're insane, it's shorts. If you're really crazy, any weather.
I was about to say, I'm like, don't be telling me that that's shorts whip. Get out of here with that.
That was shorts weather for me when I was in high school.
There was always that one kid in high school. At least one.
There was always that one kid in high school.
That was me.
I was that kid in high school.
I never wore shorts ever.
I am a stick.
I was the reverse of that kid in high school.
I have low blood pressure.
Hannah, I was the same size as you, and I grew up in Michigan, and I definitely wore shorts when it was snowing out. But
y'all are crazy.
I live in San Francisco now, and I hate it when it's less than 40 degrees. I'm like, ugh. Fuck this.
Yeah, I remember when I did go to Disney in Florida when I was young, when I was much younger. I did not acclimate well. Granted, I wasn't quite as hefty as I am now, but like we walked out of our very well air conditioned. We went to I can't remember which resort we were at, but it was the music themed one. You know, the pool right around the corner from our room was a giant guitar. Yeah, and we were in the jazz section, which is nice. Which is nice.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
Which was great for me because I loved jazz even when I was a kid. And I literally walked out of my room into a physical wall of humidity. I'm just like,
I will say
it'll get you.
It's just that first smack in the middle of summer in Florida. It's like, oh god, I'm melting.
I'm warning you all. When you all come to Florida, and I take y'all to Disney, we're going to all 4 parks.
Yep.
And we will not be stopping for water breaks. Y'all gotta bring your own water.
I'm going to bring a water backpack and my best trainers.
Yes, wear like memory foam bottom shoes.
I'm going to bring my will and life insurance policy.
Yes. I was going to say to the FBI agent watching this, it is confirmed that Hannah is trying to kill us.
I'm just trying to smother you a little bit with love. Not the same thing.
There's no smothering happening.
That smile when you said love was not comforting at all. You're like, love.
Okay, look, whether you die or not is not my fault. I'm just showing all the love and compassion that I can.
Florida.
I'm going to get a baby.
911, I have an emergency.
I'll get a baby Bjorn page and I'll carry you around.
Just give me a big kid stroller.
I'm okay with that too.
I shall bring my flagon so I can quickly
I got
refuel
you.
on water. Like, fill her up!
Hello.
Be
to our-
warned. Be warned. We will wake up early and we will get back late.
If you wake me up early, considering the time zones, and I act like a cunt, it's not my fault.
We will
I
get
will
coffee
say-
on the way.
You're gonna have a fun time either way.
I will say two things. One, I can't give you too much shit about you not being able to handle the cold because I cannot handle heat. I get really annoyed if it's over 85.
Well, let's make sure that you guys don't come here during the summer.
Yeah. I mean, I can deal with it. I just hate it. I'm like, this is annoying and irresponsible, and why would you do this? I spent too long in New York.
It gets up to like 99 degrees down here.
Yeah, I've gone on vacation to Florida in August,
Mm.
and I was so angry at Jenny. I was like, Jenny, why did you pick August to come here?
The best times are like more October, November. But unfortunately, that's also when it's busy.
Yeah.
So best times are usually January, February, where it's still like cold outside.
The second thing is I will do my best to keep up. I have a bum ass knee that hates me
That
right
is
now.
understandable.
That hates me right now because it's snowing outside.
Mm.
I can barely move. It's been wonderful.
Like as much as I say that, like Disney boot camp, you know, like I'm I promise you I'm not gonna put you through physical stress, you know, or anything. I'm not gonna ignore, you know, your body screaming. You know?
I have to laugh
where's
anyway.
Nate? Oh, he's back there about 2 blocks. He passed out from heat exhaustion.
Face down on the ground. We left him there. It's fine.
I went alone to all 4 parks when I got my pass, and I walked, what was it, 14,000 steps that day.
Wow.
Yes.
No.
It felt awesome.
I have to laugh because first off, I'm not the most physically fit person, and I taught for 10 years, which means I taught my pace to match little tiny 2-year-old legs. And I'm dating a man who's 6'9", and most of that is leg. So
yeah,
like, he's
I've
like,
learned how to go, like Alice can attest to this. I have to slow down around her because I walk really fast.
Oh my god, you just want to vacate the area. You want to Sonic go fast. And I'm like, madam. And right after work, we'll be walking out through the parking lot, and I'm like, madam, I can't feel my feet.
I'm like, oh, sorry.
Rein it back. Rein it back.
You and Jerome will get along famously. He's always complaining. He's like, I slow myself down for you. I'm like, your legs take up my entire body. If I walked at your pace, I would be running. And I've tried to walk at what he considers a normal. He's like, no, I slow down for normal people. I'm like, and you're even slower. I'm like, well, fuck you. And I tried to keep up to your pace, and I've literally started to jog. I'm like, you asshole.
Tall people, they're so annoying.
Hey,
Welcome to our two.
I'm not even
viewers.
tall.
You're normal, and I'm small. That's enough.
Welcome to our 2 viewers to Secrets of Pandor. As you can tell, there's a lot of height envy going on tonight.
His hips come up to here on me, fuckers. His hips are at my ribs.
Welcome to our TED Talk. Tall people are annoying.
If his hips are at your ribs, I'm very concerned at where it is for me since I'm 5'3", 5'2", no, 5'4". Fuck! What height am I?
Really tall. And I'm sitting here watching Alice making herself all fucking beautiful, and I'm like, I need makeup now. So I went and grabbed a goddamn mirror.
So bored.
Not me writing a letter of Sierra to Darren because I'm having a withdrawal from letter writing. Will I ever get a reply? Most likely not. But is this gonna give me serotonin doing this? Yes.
I'm really bad at writing letters.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So am I. Fuck, Alice.
So
we
are the
have
people
to write
that I-
Becky.
So are the people that I wrote
Get
letters
mom
for.
to remind us. She will bug us endlessly, and then we'll actually do it, and then it'll be great.
That's a good idea.
I think I wrote like 5 people letters last year when I was like, hey, mutuals, I'm gonna be writing letters. And like only 3 people replied. And then I was just like, hey, mutuals, make sure you message me on Instagram what you want in the letter. Everybody's commenting on TikTok, I want a letter, and never fucking message me on Instagram. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna reach out to you because I'm tired. Reach out to me, please.
Humankind just sucks in general when it comes to follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel. See, I want to get back to like drawing and doing those commissions and stuff, but I'm busy and I'm working like every day and I don't have time.
Just wait till the festival's over.
I know. Like, I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh, I have time to draw. I have no motivation to draw.
Yeah.
Right? I was supposed to be taking pictures today. That didn't happen. I made muffins instead.
Did you have a muffin button?
Dibs.
They're banana chocolate chip.
Muffin button? Then how did I get this muffin?
It sounds odd, but it's actually a delicious combination, just saying. So is pumpkin and chocolate chip. Basically, you can add chocolate to anything and it's delicious.
That's true.
Don't tell Hannibal Lecter.
Wait, I should rephrase.
Too late. But welcome to our viewers to, well, it's one viewer now. I bet it's Kitsune lurking. Hi Kitsune. To Secrets of Pandor. Brandon will be joining us later tonight. But we are here with the crew for Chapter 7. And I just want to say, it is February 1st. It is the start of Black History Month here in the United States. Make sure you are uplifting Black creators, whether they're streamers, artists, cosplayers, authors. And make sure you continue to fucking do so. Forever.
Black lives will always matter.
Yes.
Black Lives Matter.
Nobody likes a performative piece of shit.
Nope.
If you're one of those performative assholes, unfollow me right now. I don't tolerate performativeness in my space. That's it for my announcements. If anybody has other announcements. We usually do a lot of the big announcements on Fridays.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized we get to start the session with us being in a whole nother city than Darwin.
Yes.
Darwin was left behind.
So
Ray, he can cover like twice the distance. He can cover the distance in half the time.
But here's the funny thing. The note that Junk left him said one city, but we went to a completely different one.
yep.
We're heading
Good luck with
towards this city.
We're taking a scenic route.
Scenic tunnel.
Scenic tunnel. Through
Leaving
the
Darwin.
desert. Scenic, 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 scenic tunnel.
Man, fuck y'all.
That's what you get for sleeping, bitch.
Hey. Be surprised. It was not Calypso's idea to leave you behind. She actually stayed quiet.
That is true. She did stay quiet.
She always stays quiet.
Hold on a second. Because I want to be an extra bitch today. Give me. There we go. My favorite candles.
Got the candles going. Don't light your hair on fire.
I'm not going to.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing this for a second.
It smells like a midsummer's night.
Oh, I love that candle. There is a shop on Etsy that sells candles that are scented based off of different possible scenes in D&D. So like tavern, the enchanted forest, the library. It is amazing. I will re-find the link and send it to y'all.
If I remember at the beginning of the Vox Machina campaign, they were sponsored by that company. Or like they shared the product.
They were. Yeah. It's awesome.
Well, I guess we should get started, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's.
Welcome to Chapter 7 of Secrets of Pandor. Last time that we were here, the party waited for Dallin, but he was zonked out. So the party decided to go ahead and leave him a note explaining where they were going to head down to Creston. Now the party has decided to go and head back to Aldebaran, which is the capital of the Ashkala kingdom. And along the way, I mean, they had a lot of shenanigans, but as they were resting along the road, Candela had a particular dream about two figures running together, holding something in their arms, telling each other to run faster, to get out of there. What the hurry was for, she does not know, nor does she know who these people are. And where we left off of last session is that it ended with the camera zooming into this interesting kind of corner of a cabin where there was a crate with a bundle on top of it, which kind of flapped open from the wind from a window, showing a unique like book underneath. And that's where we left off last time. So,
Oh shit! Sorry, my phone just alerted that we went live.
once upon a time, chapter 7, Secrets of Pandor. We will start out with Dowan actually this morning. So it's about like afternoon to evening when you wake up in the tavern in the city of Ember, where you guys were last time, and there is a piece of paper stuck onto your antlers, flapping down into your face.
Is he going to think in his head? Either this was junk or Calypso. You and he'll read it. Right, he's actually going to look around going, how long was I out?
You were, from what you can tell, you were out for a long ass while. A long ass while. Now, on the paper, it says that the group has decided to start heading down to Creston, just to like kind of meet them along the road, start heading down that direction. What you don't know is that the group is actually heading they changed their mind last minute and started heading back to Aldebaran, the capital. Is there anything that you would like to do, knowing this information? Anything you want to like grab something to eat or?
Yeah, no, Daryl will grab a fuck off big breakfast because being asleep for that long, he gets very hungry.
Yeah.
And like he'll go to the bartender. When did my group leave?
Duresh turns around and he's cleaning some cups. He's like, so you're finally awake. Seemed like you were sleeping a long time.
It happens.
Well, your party kind of left yesterday, but they shouldn't be too far. They've made it way out of the city by now. They started heading towards Aldebaran.
Towards Aldebaran.
Yeah. Or at least they headed that direction from the city.
Would I know, like, from here, like, is Aldebaran like a different direction to Creston?
Sort of. Let me grab my handy dandy map, which I drew because I'm very proud of it. And when every time that I get to show it off, I get to show it off.
So me and Brandon both cut.
So this is Ember, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Aldebaran is right there.
Yeah.
So you're basically cutting across back to the capital, and then it's a straight shot down to Creston.
Okay.
So instead of you having to go through the desert and then like a bunch of fields and stuff down to Creston, they're just heading back to the capital so they can follow the river straight down to Creston. It just makes travel a little easier.
I'm gonna roll on this actually.
Okay.
All right then. He's actually gonna go straight to Creston.
Okay.
But he's gonna go through the desert and Carland.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Duresh brings you your big breakfast and all of that. And he says, "Is there anything else that you need?"
I need Nate to stop. No, he sent a gif in the group chat because I knew he would when you said a particular phrase.
Bad, Nate. Bad.
It's from Skyrim.
Hey, you're finally awake. Crossing the border into Skyrim, didn't it?
So good. So good.
I hate
So
you.
you're finally awake.
But yeah, he will cut through the desert into Carland and go straight through.
Okay. Do you? I'm assuming that any kind of provisions or supplies you'll need, you'll probably get in town.
Oh yeah. Any provisions that he'll need, he'll get in town before heading off.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you head off from the south part of the city rather than the western part of the city, which is where the main group went. And you start to head down your way, straight down to Creston.
Question for the DM: Are we still level?
You're still level 4.
Yep.
You haven't leveled up yet.
Okay, dokie. Yeah. On his way through Carland, he's going to pass through home.
Pass through home. Home. Okay. It's gonna take you at least a day or two to get through to that section. But in the meantime, since Darwin is already on his way. He's got everything that he needs. Is there anything that you want to do last minute before I turn it over to the second part of the group?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right. Well, then on to our other part of the party. You guys are on the road back to Aldebaran. Candela, you had a very strange dream last night. And yeah, you guys should be in the city within the afternoon.
She's kind of like.
Is there anything you guys want to do?
Fingers together like this as she's walking.
Do I notice that Candela is being unnaturally quiet for her?
Make an insight check.
I mean, she usually is quiet.
Candela,
at this point.
are you trying to hide it? Or
sure, I guess.
Okay, roll deception for me.
Okay. Let me move all these dice to one corner. Put baby in the corner. My deception's a -1. And that's a 4. 3. I have
Calypso
no charisma.
Yeah, my insight, I was trying to figure out what, it's a dirty 20. Because my insight is a +6.
Woo, yeah. Yeah, so you notice, I think, yeah, you notice pretty much right away. She's quiet. Unnaturally so.
Oh, for goodness sake, what is bothering you?
What? Nothing's bothering me.
Please.
Okay, do you ever have those really weird dreams that you think it might be a vision, but you're not sure if it's a vision?
Yes.
Sure.
Hey. Okay, so I had a vision last night, I think. I've never had one before. It's kind of freaking me out.
Brave. So what? That's it? That's all we get? Explain. Dream. Talk.
Give me a moment, I have to think. And then let me pull up my notes real quick of what I took. Okay, it was like a fierce thunderstorm and the wind was howling. There was these two people running. It was a male and a female, and they were carrying this bundle, and they were running towards something. I don't know what they were running towards, but they were just like, don't stop running, keep running. And I don't know if something was chasing them, but then the howling got louder and louder, and then I woke up.
Sounds prophetic.
Certainly sounds strange.
Am I going
And-
crazy?
That's a relative term. Oh, who knows? By the way, out of character, Paige, I love you, I promise.
I know. Out of character, I love you too. But if Candela bitch slaps Calypso at some point, I'm not apologizing. And Candela will just go back to like nervously pressing her fingertips together as she's just recollecting this whole fucking dream she had.
Anyway, familiar or no? Oh,
What?
I froze for a second. Everyone was still.
Oh.
Did anything of that dream sound in any way familiar?
No, not to you. Dreams that like show you stuff. Yes, Darion has given you like a handful, but not as that intense as what Candela has experienced.
Okay. Okay. Calypso goes back to her I don't give a shit quiet self.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
We all kind of see that happening, right?
Or I think so. Or Candela, would you have said that mainly to Calypso or the whole party?
She would have said it mainly toward Calypso, but as her anxiety increases, she would have spoken louder and louder, and I think at that point the party would have heard.
Okay.
Bractum's gonna be like, Candela,
Yeah.
if you need anything, let us know. I'm happy to listen or help you if you feel scared.
I think I might just need to go back to my monastery for a brief moment and pray. See what I can figure out about this.
You're from the town we're going to, yes?
Yeah, Aldebaran's my hometown.
And yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah. I promise it won't take too long. I'll need to try to clear my head on this.
Take as much time as you need, dear. If you need anything, we're here for you.
Thank you, Fractum.
You're welcome.
Oh no!
Fractum is a gem.
Oh, no.
Fractum is just a gem.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Calypso lost her speakers.
Oh dear.
I know.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
I'm just gonna say Ingair's trying to braid her hair, but she's failing miserably. There's a lot of it. It's just kind of getting all tangled within itself.
Fair.
She doesn't actually know how to braid hair, so she's just failing.
Okay. Sarah will be right back. She's gonna restart Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys continue on your way, and by the time that it hits early evening, you guys make it to Aldebaran. It's bustling with life. It's a really nice evening. Everybody is enjoying themselves. The nerves and anxiousness of kind of what happened in the city with the message and also what happened in Ember seems to have settled a little bit now that they've heard news that, you know, they were caught and all that kinds of stuff. So people are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable again. And yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to do now that you're back at the capital?
I should probably report in
Okay.
and send word on ahead, preferably to my mother, that we may have guests again.
Okay.
And to see if Father, and just cheekily ask if Father has broken down the door. Because of how we left the door.
Because of Junk's little diddly do on it.
Like, if it's still the same way, right, he's going to get a mad response like, we have so much money, you can't hire someone to use dispel magic. You can't hire someone to undo the magic on the door now. We have so much money. You can't hire one wizard to take off the spell.
First world rich people problems.
Yeah, I just like, this is, Dad, this is why I live in the woods.
So, do you want to send like a letter?
Yeah. I could probably flag down, see if one of the town guard is heading in that direction. It's like, do you know this estate? Could you drop this letter off at the door?
I'd be like, oh, of course I do. And they'll take your letter and they'll go ahead and send it to your home to get your message across. Anybody else Want to do anything specific?
Candela will just stop by her monastery at some point.
Yeah. Give me one moment.
Bracken's just gonna get food supplies for the rest of the trip.
All right.
And I know I haven't written a lot of backstory for Candela, so you can just make up people that she would possibly know.
Mhm.
Like, of course, there would be the elder of the monastery and stuff like that.
Mhm.
There'd be teachers and everything there.
Mhm.
Because I was too brain dead to make my own NPCs.
Do.
I will have to write about her parents at some point, though.
Yeah, okay, so you, sorry, I'm getting like lots of messages here.
No, you're good.
So yeah, you get to the monastery and you walk in through those front doors and you smell that beautiful incense when you walk in. It smells like home. Like as soon as you step in, you're like, ugh, yeah, I remember what this was like.
Finally.
There's this wave of peace.
Yes, my safe space.
Yes.
This is her safe
Yeah.
space.
So you feel this peace, and this older man walks by. He is a Brightwood elf, and he walks by. He's got white hair with a white beard, and he's got those like classic like kind of priestly robes on, and he just walks by and takes a glance and goes, Candela! And you can tell right away this is like the greatest elder. He's at the top. It's Morrison. He was like Morrison Carmish.
Morrison Carmish. I'm gonna make a note of that in my phone.
And he is like, okay, he's like what's his name? Master Gyatso. I think Gyatso. I might be saying that completely wrong. The monk
that is correct.
Yeah, Gyatso from yeah.
Yeah. It's like him. Like he taught you a lot about the prophecies and stuff of Darien and a lot of the scrolls and everything that you know about the gods that you know of. And he's like a big teddy bear. He's the grandpa that everybody wants.
I'll just be like, Elder Carmish, and I'll hug him back.
Yeah, he gives you a really big hug, a good squeeze, and like ruffles up your hair a little bit. And he's like, so how is it in the big world?
It's kind of scary a little bit.
Scary, yes. Very scary, but exciting, I hope.
Yeah, it is. We're staying in town for the night, but we're gonna be heading to Creston tomorrow, most likely.
Ah, Creston, a beautiful place, my hometown.
Elder Carmish, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Oh, of course. What is it that you need?
Last night I had this dream. Not so sure if it's a dream, maybe more of a vision. It was a whole lot to take in. And I just want to make
from Batia, I suppose.
I just want to make sure that I'm not going crazy.
Oh, he laughs. He's like, oh, my dear, aren't we all a little crazy for following deities?
Okay. So in my dream, it was this fierce thunderstorm. Like, the rain was blowing everywhere. The wind was howling. I could barely see, just even in this dream. And I recall seeing two figures, and they were running. There's a man and a woman. They were just encouraging each other just to keep running, and they were holding a bundle of sorts in their arms. I'm not sure if it was a sack or a child. I couldn't get a clear view. And then the wind just kept howling louder and louder, and then next thing I knew, I was waking up in a cold sweat.
Well, I have a few theories. One could be that perhaps you saw into the past with the great storm, the one that caused our peace to happen. Maybe you're seeing a portion of a story. Carrying a bundle. Do you? And he kind of really thinks for a moment, and he pauses and goes, Do you know what color the bundle was? Do you remember?
I think I forgot
Roll
to
me,
put that
roll
in.
me, roll me.
Yeah, because I forgot to put that in my notes.
Roll me a history.
If the color was said, I forgot to put that in my notes. My bad.
No, I didn't give you a color.
I got good 17.
17? Yeah. So the bundle was white with pink stitching on it.
And she's gonna go like this, like to her temples. Think, 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 think. It was white, and it had like pink embroidery or pink stitching on it.
You see his face go from thinking to sudden realization. And that kind of like calm demeanor kind of turns into a little concern. And he just goes, well, I suppose it's about time that we should follow me. And he leads you towards his like office space. It's not really an office, more as his own personal private space to like he has his own little altar to worship Darion. It's a nice quiet place for reflection and stuff like that.
Okay.
He leads you there, and he has like a very humble kind of desk. And he has like little like pillows and stuff on the floor that you can sit on. And he says, come and sit.
And she'll kneel down on one of the pillows.
He turns to his little desk thing, and he just says, perhaps I should wait to ask your parents. However, if you're starting to see visions, perhaps it is the best time. And he pulls open a drawer and pulls out this blanket. It's this white blanket with pink embroidery on it. And he hands it to you. And on the corner of the embroidery is a C.
What is this?
A long time ago,
Am I the Avatar?
A long time ago, 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. No, but he sits down on a pillow in front of you, and he slowly says, many years ago, there was a storm, a very big storm. Not as big as a legendary storm. However, it was big enough to be a threat. From what I could recall, You were brought to this very monastery in that blanket. Both your mother and father tried desperately to bring you here safely. And thankfully, they did. He like looks you up and down, you know, to show you're okay, you know. And he just pauses and says, you there is more. There is more to you, Candela, more to your family line than I am allowed to say. I cannot say it even in these four walls. It's too dangerous. But it is time that you knew that you were brought here for a very important reason. You, Candela, have been chosen.
Make note of that. Okay, serious. Chosen for what?
That I'm not quite sure. All I know is that Darion has picked you. And for what purpose, I'm not sure. But you have been blessed with a greatness that I wish that I could be blessed with. That day when your parents brought you here, I made a vow to teach you, protect you, and care for you, and teach you everything that you know so that you could be prepared one day. And I have a feeling, if you're having visions now, that day is drawing ever closer.
Maybe in Chosen, are my parents gonna be okay? Is the monastery gonna be okay? Am I gonna just bring... Is something bad gonna happen in the coming days?
That I don't... Again, if I was a follower of Batya, maybe she would reveal more to me, but I'm not sure. All I know is that you are special, and you have something about you that is precious and needs to be protected. And you are so strong, and I'm so proud of you and how far you've grown and come so far, especially at your age. I couldn't be prouder. Your parents, as far as I know, are fine. They are safe, and they are protected in the same way that you are. Now, about any dangers, I'm not sure. But I pray every day for Darion's protection over you.
Okay. And she just kind of hugs the blanket close.
Mm-hmm.
Can I keep this? I haven't gotten to see my parents in a while, and if I know that this is from them, I want to keep it with me.
I don't see why not. It is yours after all. And he will stand up and gesture for you to stand as well.
She'll
and
stand.
He'll hug you nice and tight like a grandpa would.
Mm-hmm.
And he ruffles your hair again and just goes, "You be protected, young one." And he says a soft prayer over you, just to bless you on your way, you know, and you feel that like protection kind of wash over you.
Yeah.
And he just goes, "Now, I have baked some muffins if you would like some."
I would like some muffins.
Okay, right this way. I've made lots of different ones. I've made chocolate ones. I've made raisin ones. It just goes on and on and on. Blueberry, macadamia.
Can I prepare baskets to bring back to my friends?
Oh, I don't see why not. Go ahead. He like helps you and leads you to get all the muffins.
Hi, Ray. Ray just said I just got here and I'm crying. Bro, I'm on the verge of tears myself.
Good, I'm doing a good job.
Well, that explains more why she grew up in the monastery and like her parents only ever visited. Yeah.
But is there anything else that you would like to do before you leave the monastery?
Nope, just wanted to do that, and I'm gonna cry now.
Okay, well, Candela will head back to the group. Is there anything that anybody else wants to do while Candela was having her moment in the monastery? Yes, Inga.
I have a question. Does everyone know that Calypso is a reluctant follower of Darion? Or is that something
she has a tattoo of the symbol?
My entire arm is like a continuous tattoo of the symbol. It goes up my neck and down my leg. Both are exposed because I don't give a shit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So short answer is
know about
yes.
Calypso is that she is reluctant. In many ways, she is reluctant.
Yeah. So wait, do we as the party, like, have we been directly told? Because Inga doesn't know any symbols of anything, but like, I want to ask questions. I just don't know if I have enough knowledge to ask questions.
I mean, Inga can totally go like, "Hey, what's with the tattoos?" You know.
I want to do that. I would like to do that.
There you go.
Can I do that? Is that okay?
I mean, Calypso is on her way to the bar, so you can just follow.
While you guys are doing that, I will be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Oh wait, are we gonna like do this ourselves?
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Camera's rolling. Go. Y'all are free to burn down the bar if you wish. The DM's not here to see it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah. Inga is just kind of like casually following Calypso. Like, not because she wants to like follow her and like be in her area, but just because like she has questions to ask and she's not going to stop what she's doing to ask questions. Oh gosh, everything glitched.
We
on,
we could hear you, but you weren't moving. But we could hear you.
Okay. Zoom glitches so much for me. I don't know why. Okay. So Inger's following along with Calypso, and she's just gonna kind of like look at her tattoos a little bit and go, "So what was the inspiration? What is that?"
It keeps me in my place.
That's very vague. I'm going to need a lot more description than that. I can't just assume things.
I am in the service of one of those pesky gods. And since I don't...
Oh, now you glitched out where I can't hear you.
Oh, everyone froze.
She froze for me. My apologies to the chat for that.
You okay? Jeez.
Oh god. My apologies to the chat for that sudden outburst that startled all of us.
Earphone warning.
I was just trying to see what y'all would. Okay, I'm back then.
You're back.
That was Alice testing her mic for the people in the chat who are asking.
Yeah, So hang on. Did you respond? Did you hear my question?
I responded with that she's in the service of one of those pesky gods, Darien.
Okay. 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 Inger just kind of tilts her head and thinks. Candela follows one of the gods too, doesn't she?
Intentionally, this strange child. Yes.
Huh.
Same
Is it
one,
like-
actually.
Oh, really? What do they do? Why do people follow them?
What, the gods?
Yeah.
Nothing. They meddle. They cause problems. They offer you the ability to fix people in exchange for endless worship. It's an interesting arrangement.
But some people like them a lot.
I
Why don't you
know.
like them?
That's a very long story.
Okay. I'm going to ask someone else for these questions. Thank you. You go have fun at the bar. If you could bring me back a piece of bread, I would appreciate that. But you're under no obligation to.
You're a very strange child.
You're a very strange woman.
You
Just
have
different,
no
just different parts of the sea.
idea. Sure.
And I walk off. Where is the nearest body of water?
Nearest body of water. I mean, there's like a bathhouse nearby specifically for sirens to refresh themselves.
Can I find a bucket of water somewhere?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Inge, where are you? Here you are. I still have all of my stats on a piece of paper. Is that bad?
No.
I don't think I've updated it at all. We'll work that out later.
At level 4, you should. But when you first made it, there's some differences.
What'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, ouch.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Okay, I did, but the problem is I have a -1 in perception, so that's a 19. But that
Still works.
Hun,
still works.
even if you have a negative perception, it's still a natural 20.
Yep.
Woo!
Wow. Yeah. So you not only find water, but you find a big open like barrel of fresh clean water.
Okay, cool. Can I call my friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll me. It's not even like it's not religion, but roll me religion.
Okay. Oh please. Oh please. Oh, that's a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you try to contact your friend, kind of like poke the water, maybe like get a reaction, but you don't hear anything.
No.
I forget. Does anybody have inspiration? Did I give everybody inspiration for something?
No, I don't have any inspiration.
I don't have.
think so. Okay. I'm just double checking. So I'm like, I don't know if I gave y'all inspiration or not. Okay.
My nat 20 didn't help me at all.
No. Because that was your perception check.
This ruins everything.
I'm sorry.
Of course, I knew that this would happen. I knew that after I rolled a nat 20, it's gonna go. Hang on. Are you? Oh, well, now that's an 18. Why?
I mean, if you want to try again later, you can.
Well, will I have to find another body of water, or do I just need to stay by the bucket all day?
You'd have to try at least like an hour later.
Grrr! How about I just stand at the bucket for an hour?
You want to stand at the bucket for an hour?
I mean, I'll probably find something to amuse myself.
Roll again.
Actually?
Roll me religion again.
Okay. Don't be worse, please. No.
What did you get?
That was another nat 20.
What? Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so you look back into the barrel of water and kind of tap the water again to get his attention. And that kind of like ripple effect goes over the water, and you see his big fishy face, and he looks at you and just goes, "What?
Hi, bestie.
Hello."
Come on, say it back. Say it back.
I'm not saying it back.
Come on. Come on. You know you want to.
I'm not. No, you can't make me.
I'm not your bestie.
That's not what I.
That's exactly what you meant. Well, then I'm sorry for calling you. Clearly, you're so busy down there.
Hello, bestie. What do you want?
Do you love me? Okay, so I had some questions.
You guys giving me so much life. This session is giving me life.
This is gonna be fun. Glad I did my makeup for this. So I had some questions. So there's people in my group, and they, I guess they're friends or followers of some people. So, what do you think of Darion?
You see him visibly. Like, he does not like that name. He goes, "What, the big prick up in the sky?"
Is he in the sky?
Figuratively.
Oh. Just they talk about the gods a lot, and it's confusing.
Is that what surface dwellers do all day?
I guess.
That's disappointing.
Well, what do you think? Is it bad? Is that something? Is that something? Is that something? I don't know. Is it bad? Is it good? Is it okay? Are they? I don't know. I've never heard any of this stuff before, and you're like my main source of knowledge because you know.
Frankly, it depends from person to person. Some people adore the gods. As for me, I don't like them. They're much too bright for my taste. Many people think that they're good, many people think that they're annoying or bad. It doesn't really matter.
So you don't like them?
I do not.
Do you not like them because you've met them?
I haven't met them directly, no.
So you don't have any personal experience with them, but you don't like them.
Yes.
So you're just going off of what other people have said.
Not entirely. I just I don't like them.
So what should I do whenever they bring up the gods and all of that stuff?
Shut your ears and hold them tight.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're either we're backing. I think we're backing Creston, or we're headed to Creston. I don't.
You guys are headed to Creston, and you're
Okay,
back
I
in
don't-
Alderaan.
Okay, I just don't think Inger knows geography very well. She's
That's
never
fair.
been outside of the. She's like, I don't know where I am. I'm just going to places. We are heading to Kristen. We're someplace now. We are finding out more information on cult stuff.
Mm.
And we're headed to Kristen for some reason, and I don't remember why.
Okay. When you get to Creston, or along the way, gather any information that you can.
On the cult stuff?
Yes.
I mean, we're trying. We're all trying.
On that, on people that you run into, anything. I want to know the ins and outs of that surface world.
Do you want to come visit?
I can't.
Who says? Just grow legs. It's easy.
I am a child. I am a giant fish. I kind of can't grow legs.
Anything is possible if you just believe.
Oh
in the big blue world. In the big blue world.
Shut up.
Oh.
You
didn't like my song?
No, just listen. Just listen. I can't grow legs, but you can, which is why I'm asking you for all this information, so that I at least have some experience up there through you. I'm living vicariously through you.
And what, did your mom not let you cut and dye your hair the way you wanted to? Come on, just sprout legs. Come up. Anything is possible. I think you're just a party pooper. At this point, I think you're just ruining the fun for yourself. And you didn't like my song. I think what you need to do is sing a song and you will feel better. Come on, in the big, you know the words. You know the in the big blue world. This is just to pester him. This is just to annoy him because
He cuts the connection. He cuts the connection. He's done.
Asshole.
This dynamic is so fucking weird. I love it.
That was such Brat Dom energy. I almost got triggered.
Darwin, do you regret just heading to Creston? Because you don't get to witness any of this.
No, I do not regret my decision.
All right, I'm gonna go find the nearest party member. Not just because.
Okay, now, does anybody want to do anything before I turn it back over to Dowin?
I was gonna report.
Yes, Fractum. Sorry, Uriel, we'll get to you in just a second. Fractum had his hand up first.
I had like the inkling to rid this entire city of kryptonite for some reason. But no, realistically, I just got food, and then I'll meet up with Inga.
Motherfucker, you said kryptonite and I got the behind the scenes photos of Superman 2 on fucking Twitter. Goddamn.
FBI agents are getting better.
Hello, Inga. I found a hat.
Oh wait, is he currently wearing it?
Yes, it's
Okay.
It's
That was okay. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I love it.
thank you.
Where did you get it? Maybe I could steal it and then we could be matching.
Oh, there's the place that I got the shawls before we left.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. You look so lovely.
thank you.
Okay. Now what do you want to do? We can go anywhere we want. It seems that everyone's just sort of doing their own thing.
Well, I got food supplies, so we're good there.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. Well, I want to ask you, do you know how to make food?
I'm decent at it.
Decent at it.
I had to fend for myself for a while, so I learned how to cook in nature.
Okay. I see people like always making food, and I like usually when I was like adventuring on my own, like I would just sort of find any raw food on the ground, and then I would eat it. And if it started to tingle me or suffocate me, I would just sort of spit it out.
Hmm.
But I never really cooked anything. You can't really cook anything under the ocean, to be honest.
Oh, well, perhaps we can work on some cooking lessons for you.
That would be fun.
If we
We
make
should learn how to make bread together.
I've heard of the recipe for bread. It's a bit extensive, but we can try it if you'd like.
I mean, if you want to, anytime.
Sure.
If you want to.
I would be happy to show you how to make some food when we make camp tonight.
Oh yes, cooking lesson.
Yay! And that's where we're staying. And then tomorrow night.
Cool. Ah, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun.
Tell you what, let's go pick out some more food.
Yes, let's do it.
And we will go get more food. How much were
Go
salt
off.
and food and stuff? Because I only have 4 gold, or 4 whatever gold is. Seed?
That's seed. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, pearl.
Pearl?
Iron, pearl, seed, wood.
Oh, then yeah, I have 4 pearl.
In the big blue world.
And is that all you guys want to do?
Drink.
And Ariel,
Oh, I needed to check in with he wrote out a report for the king and for the council. He has to deliver, and he was going to stop by and visit his family and see if if they have anything they can use to save them cost on supplies for the trip down.
yeah, through some of the connections that you have, especially with your mother, she's like, knowing your mother, you get like to the door of your house and she opens the door and goes, "Oh, hi honey, here, I just figured you might need this," and like pulls out like a whole like basket of supplies that would be very useful along the way. She's like, "Oh, I've got matches in there. I've got some torches. I packed some extra blankets just in case. You know, you never know, you might get cold out there. There's some snacks and some water." And she just like starts listing all these things. There's a first aid kit in case someone gets hurt. You know, you never know.
Ural's mom is the CEO of Care Packages.
I'm so happy Calypso's not there.
Oh yeah, it's just like the amount of positive energy radiating out here is like, yo. It's like Calypso.
We're not doing this. We're not.
Not doing that. It's too late. It's happening. I'm sorry. Like, he just kind of like takes it and they're like, "Thanks, Mom." Out of curiosity, for no particular reason, how's Dad?
Oh, well, see, and she kind of like closes the door a little bit behind her as she steps outside. Well, he's, I mean, you know your father. He gets a little temperamental, but I think he's handling it well. And there's a crash that resounds behind the door. Yep, handling it very well.
Is he down to breaking one thing a day? I mean, that sounds like progress.
Well, yes, we're in the process of replacing the door. The problem is that the design of that door is very nice, and we want to replicate it. But it's taking a little longer than we expected.
He stands there. His look on his face is like he's trying so hard not to laugh. It's like, I mean, one could more simply remove the door handle. That might solve some of the issues, because that might be what's causing the sound.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Oh, she like turns around and like opens the door and just goes, "Honey," I'm like, "What?" "I found the solution to our problem, dear." He's like, "Good, because I'm tired of hearing this goddamn door squeak every time." You know, like. And she's like, I know, honey, but we're gonna get it fixed, I promise. She like turns back to you and just goes, "Oh, is there anything else that you need? I'm pretty sure I packed everything, but you never know."
I think we'll be fine, Mom. He just kind of like sighs with this big smile on his face. Oh, I get that. By the way, for the record, Mother, I did not tell him to do that. However, I also did not tell him to fix it. So it is I'm still partially to blame. He also did
Either way.
He also did something similar to one of my swords. So
she just goes, "Either way, it was kind of funny."
Absolutely fine. Mother, I have a slightly more serious quest.
Sure.
You know, I've been myself and my compatriots have been investigating the odd happenings both here and one in Cinda. We actually helped apprehend the offenders in Cinder, and we learned some things.
Ember, not Cinder.
Ember, not Cinder.
I know there are lots of names. I'm sorry.
Like so many names. He'll take out one of the drawings he's done of the Liegeman symbol.
Mm-hmm.
He'll hand it to her. I want you to keep an eye out for this. If you see someone,
she takes it.
If you see someone wearing it, if you see someone having it up in their homes when you go to different parties and such, be very wary but also be very quiet, that you know that it's not so good.
All right, and she like takes it and looks at it and goes, "Okay, well I'll make sure to remember this, and in case I see it, I'll send a letter and I'll let you know. So far I haven't seen anything like this, so hopefully it'll stay that way."
Right. Just be careful.
I will. And you, and she puts like her hands on your cheeks and like does the little like squishy. She's like, "You take care of yourself, my big boy." You know. And she gives you like that big bear hug. Like you cannot escape this mother. Like this mother's hugs. You can't escape it.
He'll give her he'll do his best to hug her back with his arms full of supplies. Like baskets on baskets. Like,
yep.
Thank you, mother.
You take care of yourself and be safe, all right?
Doing my best with that. Give my younger siblings a hug from me and tell father I'm sorry. As he says, but wait until after we've left the city because I don't feel like having him chase after me with a sword. I'll give her like a kiss on the forehead and then head on along the way.
As you walk along, she'll go, bye, honey, and like turns and goes, okay, dear, let's fix that door, and like closes the door behind her as you head back to the group.
Oh.
Now, last check. Does anybody want to do anything before we head over to Dallin?
I'm just bringing the muffins to the group, and that's it.
Bringing the muffins.
Muffins of power.
We can have the muffin party after Dallin scene.
Okay. Yeah, so awesome. Okay, so we'll turn it over back to Dallin. Does anybody need to take a break just to go to the restroom and anything like that? No? Okay. I wanted to make sure if we needed a break to take a break. All right. Well, you know what?
To refill my wine, but I think I can handle that pretty damn quick.
You know, let's go ahead and go on break. Just do a short break so we can all like recuperate and use the restroom and all that kinds of stuff.
Hold on, I gotta get the Twitch open to run a minute ad.
Not gonna lie, Hannah, I thought you were gonna go, with Candella's bit. Yeah, by the way, your parents aren't actually your parents. I was like, holy shit.
That's what I was fearing too. I'm like, please let her parents still be her parents.
Nah, yeah. You're safe this time.
This time.
Definitely Tucci in the background going, what?
Candella's just like, huh, no wonder it was my parents who came to visit. But the monastery, because she always wondered why her parents just always visited the monastery.
Mm-hmm. Now you know.
What the fuck?
Oh, you.
Your parents were killed by Lord Voldemort.
Oh no.
That's not the kind of chosen one I want to be. I'm gonna go grab me some popcorn.
I'm tempted.
Oh my god.
What?
Lady Dimitrescu with her hat and high heels is 9'6" like tall. Holy shiitake mushrooms.
That's the game's creator. That's from the game director. It's for the man making this woman.
That's me looking. That's still me looking up her going.
Worth it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Fucking come at me.
No, she's so tall.
But I'm just like
9'6".
like that's the sort of height. Like if you were to do from toe to head like scan, it would be. Ah, my back.
That is 2.9 meters.
That's nearly
That's
three.
tall.
That's nearly 3 meters of big titty goth mummy GF vibes.
Yep.
For me, it's just like, you know what? I didn't think this is what Death by Snoo would be. I'm okay with
I
it.
am going to get some water.
So,
I think we all need water.
got you covered.
And her title is Madam. Come on.
Look. The same thing you said. No, the same thing you said, Nate. One has to be flexible in taste.
It's just, yeah, especially because you need a flexible spine to look at her.
Well, it's more of a case of, like, in my case, I need to be flexible in my status in a few things I have considered. And I'm okay with a change just once.
For you, I think I will allow.
It's like, oh, I don't do this for anyone. She turns up. However,
I have my exceptions.
I have my rare exceptions, and madam, you are one of them. She is the literal definition of death by snoo snoo.
She is.
And
or
you know
death
what?
by anything. I mean, granted, she has 1,000 ways she could kill you, most of which are not as fun as you're imagining. But she does have the options of death by snoo snoo.
But it's one of those things like, you know what? Even if it's not death by snoo snoo, I would have gone down in style. And you know what? I'm okay with this. I am fine with the choices I made.
This is a worthy death.
It's like, is this death worth it?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to have to stay awake so I can finally start the exercise portion of my training.
So I'm gonna be like there.
So I sent a photo of this to Jerome because he's not home. And his first question was, did you use a sewing needle for the nose? I'm like, it's fake. He's like, I wasn't sure how bored you got.
That's a
Damage
fair
arm.
question, okay?
Wait.
Do I have?
I'm sorry. I just love that hero forge of Calypso because it just screams, "Try me, bitch."
Yeah.
That is her general attitude. Try me, bitch.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, find out.
She's one of the
I
only.
love this session.
Oh yeah, so much.
I love this session for many reasons. The comedy is gold today.
Oh yeah, I'm just like,
Comedy is gold today. And we also got some really cool information
yeah.
for Kayla. I was like, I know she's not in the room right now, but like I've been really excited to reveal some of her stuff. I'm like brimming with excitement for everybody because like I got plans.
Plans.
I've got plans.
I'm just waiting for the hatchling daughter of the harpy that Uriel killed to get it, or when he originally got his coin. She stole it because the harpy stole it from a temple. He killed her and took it, and it's like, oh hey, now I'm a Bhatia guy, and now he's just waiting. He's just eventually waiting for the harpy's daughter to come after him, trying to swoop.
Now
in.
that well, harpies. Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. Harpies in this world are nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah,
because they're literally they're bird people, right? So they're all birds, but then their heads are like people. But the weird thing is that they have this weird blank stare when they're looking at you, and they're just like, "Hi!" And it's like, no.
Oh yeah,
like,
so like proper.
They're just animals. Like that's all they are. They're animals with human faces, and they like mimic people's voices, and it's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you planned that out has me a little concerned. But we're gonna
plan a lot of things out.
That we're just going to move past it. Ignore that.
You see, I was thinking like, what would Darwin do? Go back to Aldebaran, or go through Carland? I thought, you know what? He might actually go home and see what the fuck's happening. Plus, he hasn't seen another centaur in so long.
Yep.
We ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Everyone else is ready. Okay. Well, now that we are back, hello everybody.
I got my popcorn.
So we are heading back to Dowen. Dowen, you are heading down by this point in time, since the day has been going on. You left at about afternoon. You've made it through the desert now, and it's now more towards the nighttime, more towards like sunset time, and you're starting to head through the land of Holland along the edge. While you were on your way there, tell me a little bit about what you remember home looking like. Because it's been a while since you've seen your home.
So what he remembers home being like is this very, very light caldera in the plains, just like a small bowl of earth with a river streaming through it, fresh clean water. You know, it's out in the open plains so that it places an advantage that no one can sneak up on the herd. But it's not too far away from the actual forests itself. And what he remembers is just a hustle and bustle of a very dense herd, and tents, campfires everywhere, a central fire pit for like evening gatherings, and the main tent in which Darwin and his family would stay there. Well, that's where would they, that was their residence. And they had a makeshift forge going. They had tanning. They had a little area where they would go to the river to fish. They had like it wasn't aesthetic. It wasn't aesthetic. It was just all built for function, and it was what they needed. It was exactly the sort of place where Darwin, his family, and his herd would love to call home.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look at my handy dandy map. Yeah, so you head down through Holland, and it's starting to get a little dark, but it's not too dark at the moment. You're in the plains, so there's a lot of flat land, so you can see the horizon really easily. And the sun is starting to set. It's a beautiful evening. The sunset is just gorgeous, just beautiful colors. There's a nice cool breeze in the air. It's just nice. It's just nice, and you know the way like the back of your hand,
He will take a moment to kind of pause, realizing he's back in his home territory, like, or not like the actual like site itself, but like in a place where you grew up and where he knows every square inch of Harland. And he realizes that he hasn't done this in a while, but he's gonna just like he knows the direction of home, and he's just gonna go full dash gallop through the plains because he hasn't done that in such a fucking long while. And he'll kind of take a moment to go, oh, it's good to be home. And
you a fast boy. You a fast boy. Yeah, you gallop like everything that you have, your whole body and spirit and mind is just in on this amazing kind of race against yourself, this great moment of peace. And you know the way. We know the way. So you head straight back to that little spot. That same place where you had your wife and your son and your tribe. There's not much left. The tents have been taken down. There's sticks left. There's some tools left behind. Everything basically sat. Everything sits where it sat, exactly how you remember it. But some of the tools are rusted over. The tents have holes in them. The nets that hold the fish are tangled, and no longer really useful. But it's like you settled upon a ghost town. And you remember it like it was yesterday. Watching your son call to you and dash down to the riverside just to, stomp his hooves in the water and scare all the fish. And your wife calling gently for you two, saying that there's dinner ready. And the whole tribe coming together, excited for dinner. And here it is, and it's all abandoned and empty.
We'll take a moment to look around. Is his tent still there?
Your tent or your son's tent?
Well,
I guess it's the same tent.
Yeah, it would have been the same.
It's still there, but the tent is torn. So like the wind and the rain and the sun have kind of beaten it into submission, over the long course of time. But it's still there.
Okay. He is going to go inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to message you something.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'm in.
This secret content is brought to you by Forge. Create characters.
I did not ask for all these feels tonight.
There's great comedy and great feels.
Apparently, I'm the fucking avatar, and Darwin is having to induce PTSD.
And Uriel's mom just breathes serotonin. I don't make the rules.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble with something. I don't know why.
You're good. Take your time. We're all having fun.
Very much.
Really. Thank you, Sarah. I hope everybody else is having fun.
So, just messaged you.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go to that chest.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna open it.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything still there?
It is.
It is.
Exactly how you left it. And the chest has dust over it. And the wood has kind of like, how when wood gets that water damage, and there's some parts that are like swelled and other parts that aren't.
Yeah, it's a general rot.
It's gotten like that. But it still strangely works. and everything is still intact in there.
He will pick his items up first,
Mhm.
and then pick up his son's, and like he has like a couple of like leather slots in his belt,
Mhm.
and he'll slot the tools in each of those,
Mhm.
and he will take the sash. Now this sash is a beautiful embroidered sash
Mhm.
of very like a very deep brown but gold trimming and like almost lemon yellow like patterns on it. It's just a like you wouldn't think that these colors would go together, but this
Mhm.
sash just is utterly beautiful. He will take it, wrap it around one shoulder to his waist, take a deep breath, and spend the night here before heading off to Queston.
Yeah. As you're doing that, you hear footsteps near the campsite. And they're not just like a pair of feet, so you know that they're not phoenixes, sirens, or elves. They have 4 feet.
Well, Downward like immediately books it out of the tent and just scans who the fuck is there, but like doesn't say anything. He just books it, and there's already like in that short burst he's already breathless.
Yeah.
And he looks around to see who it is.
Yeah, so you come out full force, like ready to see anything at all, and you see this centaur who has a horse half, who it's like a white pelt with like black and brown spots on it, and he's very tall, almost as tall as you. Has kind of a darker tan skin, kind of like a twine kind of wrapped as a sash around his chest, and he's holding a like a shepherd's staff. He's got dark black hair that's been put in braids and dreads and kind of pulled back away from his face. And he comes around. He's got some like a really nice kind of knitted blanket over his horse half to keep him a little warm during the nights. And he just stops and goes, "Oh, well, I haven't seen anyone here in a very long time."
This was my home.
That I can see. It means a lot to you.
Words can't ever describe. What brings you
Why
here?
are you? Well, I was about to ask you the same thing. Why are you chasing ghosts?
Less chasing, more embracing.
Camp slotted.
He nods. He goes, I see. Tell me. And he kind of like, he does that thing where he like adjusts his position and kneels down on the floor and sets down his staff and looks at you. He says, so tell me, why exactly are you here? I see you have very lovely items on you.
I distinctly remember asking you a question first. Well,
That you did. I apologize. I'm getting a little old. Remind me of the question.
what brings you here?
I'm just a simple traveler. I make my way around places and I tend the fields and sometimes the flocks. It's my duty.
I'm going to make 2 rolls.
Okay,
First, an insight roll to see whether it's bullshitting or not.
go ahead. Nat 20.
Yup.
Oh. Yeah, so with that, you could tell he is telling the truth. he's telling the truth. He does make his rounds and he does take care of the fields and he does take care of the flock. What you can tell from the insight is that there's a little bit more to it than what he's just telling you.
Also,
And this-
side note, you're not allowed to use that dice set when you DM for your
Yeah.
so you're not allowed.
No, the dice set I'm not allowed to use are my usual dice because those are actual fucking player killers. And the second one he's going to do is an history check
Okay.
to see if he recognizes him.
Okay.
Darwin, I am your father.
Don't pull that shit on me. History, that is a 16.
16. Yeah, so from what you could tell, or from what you remember, you don't remember seeing him anywhere, but you have heard stories. Make me a religion check. Or roll me religion.
Oh, jeez.
My God,
Yes,
are you talking
Inga?
to a fucking god?
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt the encounter. I'm just deathly curious. What would happen if a horse centaur and an elk centaur had a baby? What would the baby look like?
That depends on which gene is stronger, the horse one or the elk.
What if it just fucking reversed and it has the head of the elk but the body of a horse?
It's like the guy who's half mermaid and half minotaur. Like
Oh,
it's the
Lord.
human halves of both, and he has a brother who has the animal halves of both.
Oh,
Now,
oh no. Okay. That's it.
just bear with me, because I want to look through some notes very quickly.
I swear, if you're speaking to God right now, it's fucking
I was
Morgan
gonna say,
Freeman.
if I'm
Morgan
speaking,
Freeman in centaur form.
no, what I was thinking was, if I'm speaking to Abner right now, I'm. Okay,
That's
so
why you don't eat the shrooms by the creek.
Maybe they're friendly.
so
What was that roll?
the history check was, I didn't roll it yet, so I'm gonna roll that now. That's a 19. No, religion. Yeah, sorry, 19.
Religion.
Yeah, same modifier.
Yeah, so you remember hearing stories about a horse centaur man who roams Holland caring for flocks and caring and tending to the plains. One that seems to appear and disappear whenever he pleases. And many people have said that that is the form that the god Abner prefers to take when speaking to those in Pandor.
I swear, of course, if you give it down a divine intervention right now, he is not going to be happy.
At least it's not an alcohol intervention.
No, that comes after. Um. Dan will kind of look at him and just chuckle, just to.
Something amusing.
I don't know. I'm just wondering if I should call you by a certain name.
And what name would that be?
I don't know. There are plenty of rumors that go around Holland. One that involves you.
Mm-hmm.
One that I distinctly remember saying that your form is the one that Abner chooses.
He just stares at you. Kind of a light smile. He's had this smile the whole time. He's just looking at you. Who do you think I am? Am I a shepherd? Am I merely a centaur? Or am I a god in disguise? Who do you say I am?
How about a friend for now?
I like that answer. And he gets up and he kind of shakes off the dust a little bit and goes, just letting you know, good things are up ahead. And he turns and he starts walking.
You'll kind of look at him and just chuckle. And he'll say quite loud as he's walking away, I guess I'll see you around, Abner.
Yeah, you glance away for just 1 second, turn back around, he is gone. Nowhere to be seen. Even the footprints that he left in the ground just up and stop.
Both me. I'm just going to look through notes in our conversation to remember Darwin's wife's name.
Mm-hmm.
You'll kind of look up at the sky. Celerain, if you could see me now, you'd be laughing.
Is there anything else that you would like to do before your night ends?
He'll go back in the tent and sleep with a smile on his face.
All right, back to the original party. It is evening time. The sun has set now. It is a nice, cool evening. You have a whole day ahead of you tomorrow morning for you guys to head down to Creston. Is there anything that you guys would like to do? Candela brings out
Muffins.
all the muffins.
I throw a piece of bread at Inga.
Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is Alice right now. Oh yes.
The way it froze on your face.
Okay, Inga, like Okay,
Oh
could you
god,
say
it
throw?
unfroze.
Did I freeze?
Yeah,
You
you
froze.
You
froze
did.
on a perfect face, and I went to take a picture and you unfroze.
And it's
How
not
much
even
are you? How much are
Kind of froze with this
chuck it at a
face.
child. It's not even like a I'm gonna chuck it at a child. It's just like one of those like over the shoulder, like, fine, have your bread.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
Okay.
care
So
if you pay
Inger, like,
attention.
she kind of like tries to catch it, but like she's not a good catch. So she kind of like, and then she's like, thanks. I can't recover from that. Like she tries to act cool, but it totally backfires because she's just very excited. She's excited because the pretty siren lady gave her bread.
I brought muffins if anyone wants them. Courtesy of Elder Carmish from my monastery.
Oh, what?
He's like the head monk at the monastery.
Kindly old man, as Uriel kind of pops his head in the door. My mother says hello. My father has torn the door off the hinges, and I have a litany of supplies for the trip.
Hmm.
Do you have muffins? I don't think so. Candela, hand
no,
them
like,
over.
His
Hand
arms
them
are like,
over.
there's like 3 or 4 baskets.
I set down the basket on the table. If there's a table in front of all of us, I set the basket on the table. I also have my baby blanket like draped over my shoulders like a fucking security blanket right now.
Aw, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Uriel actually comes in the door. He's got like 3 or 4 like baskets of supplies on his arms. Like, I will gladly take if someone takes these, and I will gladly have a muffin. Ugh. I may have finally revealed to my mother that the door handle is the cause of the sound. My father is literally tearing the door off the hinges. And it was the most beautiful thing I've seen in a good deal of time. But yes, that's why I'm not staying at the house tonight. Because he might actually try and murder me. But we have plenty of supplies for the trip ahead, including extra water for our water-inclined friends.
In the big blue world. And okay, I'm done.
That's a fun song.
It's very fun. Would you like to learn it?
I'm not much of a singer, but I'd be happy to listen to it anytime.
Hey, I only know 2 of the lines. It goes, in the big blue world, da 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 da. In the big blue world, da 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 da. And it continues. But I only know the one line.
It's very.
Candela is currently like this with her blanket.
If you want to, we can try asking to borrow the kitchen of the tavern.
Yes. Yes. I approve. I approve.
All right. When it's time for dinner, that's what we can do. These muffins are delicious, Candela.
Next time I see Elder Carmish, I'll let him know.
Candela, what do you have? You did not have that before.
Oh, this? Funny enough, it was in my vision from last night.
Did it manifest? Or did the elder perhaps give it to you?
It's mine.
Did you see your backstory?
Did you see your character exposition?
I guess so. I've just learned a whole lot in the past 24 hours.
Well, you take it easy, okay?
It tends to happen when you return.
Factum and I are going to try cooking tonight.
Yes, I thought the tavern mistress would teach us how to make bread. Or the tavern master. Whoever's the baker.
Well, the family-owned business, so probably one of the some member of the family might be able to teach you.
Very good. Well, we'll be back. That blanket looks very warm.
Thank you.
Uriel will start to like organize the supplies out so like so everyone can get some of them. They'll go to Candela. I know there's not a temple here, but as far as visions and prophecies, I can't say I've had many. Mostly like tomorrow you're gonna stub your toe on this corner of a door, and then I do because I'm thinking about it too much. But he'll like take like he has this like this pendant has that's a coin. He has a little thing where the coin will slide out, and he'll hold out the coin to her. You could, I don't know what answers you'll get, but you can use my coin to ask questions if you want. Doesn't have to be now, but if you get the inkling.
Okay.
New to this. I'm somewhat new to actually hearing from her, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do about it. But like,
Well, I hear from Darion occasionally. And I just kind of found out a couple hours ago why I hear from him, I guess. Apparently I've been chosen for something.
I can relate. It's not easy. It's not simple. And there's no... If you're wanting clear, defined answers...
Wait, what were you chosen for?
Well, I've only just started hearing her voice. I still don't know. For some reason, she's taken a liking to me. Maybe it's because I'm snotty. I'm not entirely sure. But he holds the coin. Before I found this, a harpy stole it out of a temple. And me being I had just gotten my Kita. I was just learning how to use a bow, and I thought I can handle a harpy. That did not go entirely.
Rough day. That was a rough day.
It was a rough day. I almost died, but I managed to kill it and retrieve the coin. And that's when I first heard her voice, after I touched the coin. And I brought it to the temple, and they said, well, if she's talking to you, you should probably hold on to it. And then I had this little holster made. And I'm not entirely sure what she has planned or if she has an actual plan, but she's giving me hints and helping keep me alive for something, and I just have to not fuck it up and die before I figure that out. But Darion seems a lot more straightforward than Batya. But he may actually use his words and tell you in good time.
I hope so. I mean, he's been speaking to me ever since I was a little kid.
That's a good hint. We all have our parts to play, as it were. I certainly didn't expect to be wearing a coin around my neck when I was growing up, but there I am. It's not all bad. But you just need time to adjust. Just deep breaths. It'll eventually become clear.
I hope so.
Now about these muffins. Darion's like, oh, sorry. That was
Fuck off! I'm running low on the wheel.
I'm gonna live right now.
But
I'm
I'm
not going blue blue every 5 minutes. Am I?
love Daz so much. Am I ignoring that? It's like, now about these muffins.
I hope you're not allergic to nuts, because half of them have nuts in them.
I hope not. I lived off them for 2 years. I was a hermit in the woods for a while. It was fun.
I know, allergies could always start late. There was this one kid who grew up with me in the monastery. He liked pickles for the longest time, pickles and cucumbers. Then suddenly one day he tried to eat one and he had some sort of reaction.
Could have also been the vinegar. There's a lot of things. If you eat too much of things when you're young, it can turn into an allergy, as far as I'm aware. But so far, the nuts haven't tried to kill me yet. So like, I'm part of a bit of a muffin.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, delicious.
Oh, shoot. Junk wrote on that note to Dowin that we were heading to Creston, but we ended up here. What if he's out there just wandering in the desert with no food or no water, with no idea where to go?
Can I hear this from my table?
Candela, are you saying it loud enough that Calypso can hear?
When she gets anxious, her voice rises in volume.
Then, yes.
You just hear in the distance, nobody cares.
Wow.
Ignore her. She's in a mood. I'm sure he's fine.
Candela will pause. Oh, shit, does she lose her shit this time?
Oh, dear.
Candela will pause worrying. Slowly look to Calypso. You know, you don't have to be a bitch all the time, Calypso.
She actually said it. Oh my god.
I chuck a muffin at her head.
Do I dodge?
Roll the hit.
Okay.
Just roll the hit. It's not gonna do anything.
I assume it's just an unarmed strike.
Yeah. It's not gonna, like, hurt her.
15?
My armor class is 12. Yeah, my armor class is 12.
You hit her. Head.
You are so squishy.
I'm a cleric.
Clerics are not supposed to be squishy.
They have leather armor.
Well, we need to get you some chainmail because you can wear heavy armor as a cleric. Or at least medium.
But I don't want to. I like being quiet.
That's fair. Well, when we get leveled up some more, we'll find someone who can make a smith roll armor, and we'll all be fine.
Yeah, Calypso just does one of those, like, doesn't say anything.
Fucking bitch. I love it.
I'm so sorry. I really.
I think I'm just gonna go lie down. You guys just let me know when dinner's ready. And Candela will head up to her room in the tavern. Because I assume the rooms have already been paid for.
Yeah, you guys are on official, like, king's business, so everything is already taken care of.
Mm.
And if all else fails, a Euro can just sneak into his room at the manor.
Mm.
Like, I've done 1,000 times.
It's about dinner time-ish, if you guys want to have any dinner. If not, you guys can head off to bed. Is there anything else that you guys want to do? Yes, Calypso.
If no one else has anything to do, before Calypso goes to bed, she's going to try and reach out to her god.
Okay, yeah, roll me religion.
I hope Darion scolds you.
That was really shitty. Only 12.
12?
Yeah.
You get that feeling that he answered, but he just hasn't said anything. So it's kind of like a
Just waiting.
waiting, just waiting. Of like,
Okay. She just sits, as she sits there and she goes, so we're accosting small children in their sleep now. Is that what we're doing? I'm not
she's not a
complaining.
child anymore.
They're all children.
Really? Because with your attitude, I think you're the child.
You know what I mean.
What do you need?
I'm curious about that stupid vision.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Does it have anything to do with what we're dealing with at the moment?
That vision was for her. And for my plans for her. It doesn't necessarily involve you or the others at this moment. But it is for the future.
Fine, good enough for me. I guess we'll continue to hunt these god killers.
You could like hear him roll his eyes. Like roll his eyes.
It must be.
Just stick with the party. Do as you're told. We'll get through this.
Sooner the better. We need to be over this.
Yeah, he has this like smug, you could feel a smug smile. He's like, sure. Is there anything else that you need?
Need to get rid of this?
No.
I tried.
Is that it? Is that all you want to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that connection is cut.
I feel like it's cut before she says I tried. It's just like, nope, leave. Well, I tried.
Basically. Basically, that's what happened.
When you realize the tattoo is a leash.
It literally is.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I love this so much. Okay. Is that all you want to do, Calypso? Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before they head to bed?
Inga and I are just making food together, sort of learning. I'm sort of like instructing / observing if you need us to roll a check for that or anything.
I guess perception if you're looking for anything specific.
I would just say at some point Candela would sneak down to the kitchen to just at least be around Inga and Fractum while they're working.
Okay.
She doesn't like being alone.
That is fair.
Funny.
She's like sitting on a counter just like hugging her blanket close while they cook.
What are you looking for specifically, or just kind of?
I guess maybe just like the accoutrements to prepare a dish that I'm familiar with.
Yeah. From your role, you could definitely find some ingredients that you want to make for a specific dish, and you find more. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff in there.
Cool.
You could make sides and baking and all that kinds of stuff. There's a lot of different flavors, like
seasonings and
really interesting flavors here. Inga.
Can I just make a roll to see if I make something edible? Like if it tastes good, if I make something at least people can eat and not want to spit it out.
Yeah. Roll me. I guess performance check.
Performance. Oh.
By the way, I have 80. I'm now up to 80 sets of dice as of today, and I still use the online roller. Hey.
Oh nope, that fell off the table. Hang on.
I'll send a
That's
picture.
a 16.
16. Yeah, you, a little bit with the help of Fractum, make something pretty good. Like, this is the first time that you've made something. I mean, Fractum has given you a few tips here and there, but you've made something more than edible. So,
Period.
you've made a decent meal. It's not blow you out of the water, but it's not bad either. It's good.
Are you sure you've never cooked before?
Not a day in my life. I've hardly even encountered heat before.
Well, this is fantastic. By the way, there are plenty of dishes that don't require heat to make.
Like what?
There's ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream. Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
Join us.
We'll kind of hop off the counter and waddle over to see the food that they made.
Yeah.
Get like a little fork or something.
Continue.
I'm not really sure what it is. It's something, but I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna take a little fork and then like
Yeah.
give it to Candela to try it.
I'll take a bite. What's it taste like?
Oh god, well what did I make?
I was doing Italian food, so
Italian food?
probably like a
Spaghetti?
pasta, like a manicotti or something.
Yeah. Maybe something Alfredo. Like an Alfredo pasta. We tried to make like an Alfredo pasta.
Yeah,
God. I'm having flashbacks to work where I accidentally put Alfredo sauce into our mac and cheese noodles, and that's all I'm picturing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Was
Like-
it good though?
Oh, it was fucking delicious. According to some of the students, it was the best mistake I made. But yeah,
Nice.
she'll take a couple bites. This is really good, Ingrid.
It's her first time trying to cook. It's really like
Wait, this is your first time cooking?
Yes, this is my first time cooking. I never had to prepare food before. I just kind of eat what I'm given.
This is really good.
Well, maybe this is my hidden talent.
Could be.
yes.
The Debbie Ryan.
What did you make, Fractum? I turned to see the dish they prepared.
Yeah, so it's just like this sizzling red and sort of like cheesy sauced thing in a cast iron with a few little basil leaves on top and some various seasonings tossed on top. But it's just manicotti. My mother taught me how to make it before I moved away from home.
She'll take a test bite of it and she'll smile. Guess your mom was a really good cook.
She's a really good teacher too.
I'm gonna sneak a bite. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. Oh my gosh. How have I never had? I don't think I've ever had red sauce before. This is delicious. What? Oh. Oh.
Yes, it's made from simple fruits and spices.
This is fantastic. Oh my god. We should start a restaurant.
At some point, I would like that very much.
It sounds like a fun idea.
Candela, come join our restaurant.
I'll try to.
You can be our taste tester for new foods on the menu.
That sounds like a fun job.
We should get everyone else in on this stuff. We have like a variety of meals for them to choose from for dinner. Like, let's get them in on this.
I can see most of everyone joining. I don't think Calypso would though.
It's food. She doesn't have to talk to us. She just has to eat.
I saw this
I don't think
dramatist.
I've ever seen her eat.
So I went to a class for cooking once, and this man just yelled at people. I feel like she'd be really into it.
Is it Gordon Ramsay?
Is it
It's
Gordon Gamsey?
Gordon Gamsey, yes.
Wait. What? Hannah, what species?
What species
What
is
he?
Gordon Gamsey?
Oh, you got it. He's totally a light fire phoenix.
That sounds right.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
just,
my god!
I don't know. I think it would be near impossible to convince Calypso to join anything. God, I feel really bad for calling her a bitch earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Well, when did that happen?
About half an hour ago, I was just talking with Uriel. And I started to worry about Dallin because we left him in that other town and he's probably on his way to Creston all by himself. And she was just like, nobody cares. And I just snapped.
She has a talent for that, doesn't she?
I've never snapped at someone like that before, especially another follower of Darion. I don't understand. Every follower I've ever met has been just so nice and welcoming, and then she's just so cold.
Well, we all have our paths that we take. Sometimes they take us through dark places and shape us into.
That doesn't make sense, though. Darion is a god of light. Wouldn't he be lighting her path?
True, but
Some people don't like the light. It's too bright.
and sometimes people come from very, very dark places where even the tiniest bit of light isn't enough.
I wouldn't understand that. I was basically raised in the monastery. Apparently, my parents had to bring me there. That's why I guess that's why I never went home with them. I've always lived at the monastery. They'd come to visit me, and I haven't seen them in over a year now. Not ever since I got my Kita. It was the last time I saw my mom.
Oh my. Sorry, I'm trying to keep that away. Um, well, you seem to have a lot of light in you. Guys, calm down.
I don't have a lot of experience in any of that stuff. I've never even heard of the gods before I came out of the sea, and I don't know if I can like them, but all of this stuff about your family, if they are so trusting to let you live in the monastery forever, you know, maybe that's a good thing. I didn't really see my parents a lot either. You know, they just kind of let me do whatever I want. But I don't think it was bad that they left you in the monastery. I mean, they trusted the people there, and I guess they got there enough that they didn't think they should be involved. So if they trusted you to be there all of these years, it can only be something good, right?
Certainly seems to have worked for you. Look at you, your physique, your demeanor. You've grown up to be an amazing person. And besides, Calypso is kind of a bitch.
Yeah, she gave me bread though, so I think she'll turn around. Maybe not in the way that we want, maybe not as soon as we want, but eventually.
I think that was a ranged attack.
Shh.
Well, she's with us. So.
I'm trying to hold back tears right now because I'm getting emotional over this. Damn.
Oh,
Because Kendall is just like, I hope she turns around. She's a first follower of Darion I've met outside my monastery, and I'd like to be friends with her if she'll let me.
I'm sure she will. And Fractum's just going to sort of put a supportive hand on your shoulder.
She kind of wipes her eyes because she is tearing up a little. Because she honestly feels bad for calling Calypso a bitch.
You know what? I think we'll all feel better after we eat this delicious food that we've made.
yes, and don't worry about Calypso. All sirens are more private and held back. We don't really make friends easily because we're used to being on our own and we kind of like it that way. And she's mean all of the time, so I'm sure she got the thrill out of you calling her that word.
I never really thought of it that way, Inga. I'm really glad you've joined us.
It's been fun. I always thought I was okay without having many friends, and now it's actually more fun than I realized. I never knew I never knew that big groups of people and togetherness was normal or an option. And I didn't know that red sauce was an option.
Red sauce is always an option.
Yeah, it's always an option.
Well, come, let's eat.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And they chow the fuck down on all the food that they make.
I'll
Period.
make a plate for the purveyor of the establishment. And I'll use prestidigitation to clean everything before we leave the kitchen, just so it's left in a state that they can just come back and use it. Make Rorden Gamsey proud.
Rorden Gamsey.
Oh my gosh, we need to see Rorden Gamsey.
Oh, he works in Creston.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that you guys would like to do before all your characters head out to bed?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, so it is officially nighttime. Everyone slowly kind of makes her rounds and heads to bed. It's a beautiful night. If you look outside of the windows, the whole place is lit up in this beautiful bioluminescence glow. All of the trees glow green, and the flowers glow their respectful colors. And it's very pretty. There are fireflies out. It's a very nice night. And you all head to sleep. Dallin even lays down in his tent and gets somewhat of good rest. And our final shot for the night, we're going to wrap it up here. Our final shot of the night is it zooms out of the tent that Dallin is sleeping in and dashes across these fields of Holland and slows down and stops right behind the horse centaur with the spotted body. And he just stops and takes a look at the camera before it goes black. To be continued.
Fucking Abner.
We've seen Batia. We've seen Batia. We've seen Darion. And now we get to see Abner.
Oh my gosh! I knew the whole time. I knew.
Yeah.
On one hand, there's so many secrets of the world that I know, but on the other hand, there's way more that I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I just know what Hannah was concocting within the building process. What she's developed past that, I have no idea. But when you mention like mysterious figure and then you like this knowing stuff, I was like, oh my god, it's on there!
Thanks for playing, guys.
This was a lovely
It was
session.
good night.
This was a really, really nice session. I really enjoyed it.
Oh my god, am I the fucking avatar?
Y'all,
Real quick question. Oriole, what is your class?
I am currently a ranger, a monster slayer ranger, but I do have the intention to multi-class at probably level 6 into paladin.
Okay, and then Inga, you're a warlock.
Yes.
I'm also a warlock.
Period.
And we vibe in our warlock.
Warlock
Oh,
bros.
vibing. Oh, we vibe. Okay, one day, not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, we're gonna get into a conversation about like the deals that we made
Mhm.
and like who we're with, and it's gonna be like, wait, oh my god, I made a deal with this one person. It's like, oh my god, I made a deal with another person. I'm like, oh my god, you too. Wait, hang on, and then it's gonna be like, what? There are some more of us.
Did we just
Yeah.
become best friends?
I like your fashion. Thanks.
Like, are you? Do you consort with the devil?
Oh my gosh.
I consort with the sea devil.
My best
He's a
friend's a
fish.
big fish.
He's a great big fish. Well, mine's a
My
unicorn.
best friend's a big fish. He's been more of a parental figure than my actual parents.
Good times, guys. I have to go run the errand and then take
Okay.
care of stuff. I've been cleaning my room and it's almost clean. It's like to a point where like all I have to do is bleach stuff. So
I need to do a little bit of that before bed because it's starting to look at. I actually cleaned it and it's starting to go back to disaster again. Like, no, we're not doing this again.
All right, on that note, we're gonna head offline on the stream. Thank you guys for joining us for Secrets of Pandor tonight. I will have the VOD uploaded by the end of the week. Make sure you tune in Wednesday for Outer Rim Misfits, and then finally Friday for GKC. Other than that, we hope you have a great rest of your night, and we will see you all in 2 weeks for Chapter 8. Love you all. Mwah!
Bye.
Bye.